Engine fire on the Kibo bypass. Rain hammers the highway like thrown gravel. A matte black electric SUV jerks to a halt in the fast lane, hazard lights strobing red on wet tarmac. Steam shoots from the grill. A horn behind it blares so long the driver finally slams both palms on his wheel. Obioma Kazim steps out into ankle-deep water. Suit pants stick to his calves. A cartoon jingle drifts from the backseat screen, loud enough to embarrass him. He pops the hood, leans in, and yanks his hand back when a spark spits. Headlights sweep past. No one stops. Under a cracked bus shelter 10 meters away, Talitha Zuri watches the smoke. Her torn Ankara skirt clings to her thighs. She counts under her breath. 1,000, 1,000. Decision made. She grabs her taped-up toolbox and jogs into the downpour. Obioma hears sandals slapping water and looks up, annoyed first, then confused. The girl waves a spanner. "Coolant fuse or ground strap," she shouts over the rain. He frowns. "It was serviced last week." "Then the mechanic left you a parting gift. Move." Obioma hesitates. Steam flares hotter. He steps aside. Talitha braces the hood with one elbow, flashlight clenched between teeth. She yanks the battery line, counts again, then flicks a burnt fuse onto the ground. It hisses in a puddle. "Got another?" she asks. Obioma digs through his glove box. Umbrella wrappers, boarding passes, no fuses. Only travel tissues. "Great, we improvise." She strips copper wire from a speaker lead she's carrying, twists it tight and slots it where the fuse sat. Sparks pop but hold. Obioma's eyes widen. "That's not street legal." "It's street functional. Start the car." He slides behind the wheel, turns the key. The motor coughs once, twice, then steadies. Wipers restart mid-swipe, flinging water in clean sweeps. Cartoon music resumes, a goofy voice yelling, "Super Solar Squirrel!" Talitha slams the hood. Coolant fan relays loose. I tighten. "You drive out of here before traffic police fine you for theater." Her grip on the wrench slips. She curses, tightens again, wipes grease on her skirt. A boater rider zooms past, splashing them. She barely flinches. Obioma steps out, rain soaking his collar. He fishes a business card from his jacket. White, no logo, just one embossed word, "Call." He hands it over. Talitha eyes the card, unimpressed. "No number?" "Tap it on any NFC phone." He gestures to the gold-plated case dangling from his charger cable. "It'll load my contact," she snorts. "Gold short circuits wireless coils. Your case probably killed your fuse." Obioma laughs despite himself. Noted. He climbs back into the SUV. Talitha backs away, toolbox clutched to her chest. Tires spin once, grip. Then the vehicle slides through the curtain of rain and disappears into traffic, cartoon still chirping. A traffic officer waves furious arms at her. "Young lady, clear the lane." Talitha steps onto the median, puddle swallowing her ankle. Lightning flashes, she sees the charred fuse at her feet. She pockets it, evidence of workmanship. Rain eases to a drizzle. She trudges back toward the bus shelter, shoes squelching. The shelter's flickering TV hung crooked by rusty wire, loops breaking news. Volume low but captions screaming in bold, Ngamia news. Tonight banner scrolls, Tech Tycoon Kazim, accused of losing $200 million in grant funds. Talitha's eyes lock on the screen. Same man, same face, suit crisp, smile forced while microphones crowd him. She mouths the name, Kazim. Card still in hand, water dripping off its edges, but the NFC chip glints. Inside the shelter, Jet the Hawker dismantles a cracked phone for parts. He glances up. "Yo, that your customer?" Talitha doesn't answer. The TV anchor keeps talking, captions racing. Parliamentary audit tomorrow. Missing lithium batteries. Solar pulse scandal. Lightning thuds again. The shelter bulb pops, plunging them into half-darkness. Jet curses, taps the fixture. Nothing. Talitha's cheap handset vibrates once, battery at 5%. She lifts the card, tries to scan, phone refuses, NFC disabled on low power. She pockets both. Police siren whoops in the distance, traffic still jammed. An officer strides toward the shelter, ticket pad ready. Jet stuffs phone guts into his hoodie. Talitha edges away, toolbox banging her knee. She slips into a side alley lit by one flickering street lamp. Water drips from her chin onto the white card, smearing rain streaks but leaving the word intact. She cuts through backlots, passing shuttered kiosks and slap-shut metal doors. A watchdog barks behind corrugated fencing. She ignores it. Her mind churns, no introspection spoken, only quickened steps. A city bus roars by, trailing mist. Its side panel carries a Tech Expo advert featuring Obioma's smiling photo next to the slogan, "Powering Tomorrow." Someone has spray-painted a red question mark over his eyes. Talitha pauses, fingers the burnt fuse in her pocket, then the card. A single streetlight flickers out. Darkness deepens. Behind her, a Jeep engine revs, tires spitting water. Headlights flood the alley mouth, carving her shadow long on the wall. She grips the toolbox handle tighter, pivoting sideways to keep both exits in view. The Jeep idles, engine growling, windows tinted, wipers squeaking. She can't see inside. Rain starts again, slower this time, each drop a tick on corrugated iron. She backs toward the main road. The Jeep doesn't follow. Instead, the passenger window drops halfway. A hand extends, holding a small object that gleams under sodium light. The fuse she pocketed? No, different size. She sees the metallic shine of a USB thumb drive shaped like a rhino. The hand pulls back. Window goes up. Jeep reverses, tires hissing water, then accelerates away. Talitha stands in the rain, pulse stuttering. She looks at her own wet palm. The white card remains. The fuse remains. Nothing added, nothing taken. A phone buzz somewhere distant. Maybe Jet's stolen handset, maybe a stranger's. The sound echoes through puddles. Talitha stuffs the card inside a plastic wrapper torn from her toolbox handle, seals it tight, and tucks it under her waistband. She steps onto the main road where streetlights still work. A city minibus splashes by, conductor hanging half out the door, yelling destinations. She waves it off. Behind a metal-shuttered pharmacy, she lifts a loose sheet of iron and crawls into the narrow space she calls bed. Water drips rhythmically. She sets the toolbox down, listens to the SUV's cartoon tune still looping in her mind. Thunder rolls. Overhead speakers in a distant plaza crackle. Parliament session starts at 9 a.m. sharp, public gallery limited seating. The announcement tinny, barely audible. Talitha rolls the burnt fuse between thumb and forefinger, rainwater sliding off its scorched tip. Her phone flashes low battery warning, then dies. She stares at the dark screen, then at the sealed white card. A final siren wails far off, then silence. Microphones pop like firecrackers inside Parliament. Lawmakers crowd the horseshoe dais, suits damp from morning drizzle. Obioma Kazim stands at the witness table, tie slightly crooked. Each time he shifts weight, the mic crackles again. Committee chair bangs a gavel. "Mr. Kazim, where are the missing funds?" Obioma leans forward. "Auditors will confirm every shilling once the warehouse count finishes." A backbench MP scoffs. "You mean the count your cousin oversees?" Nyasha Chingozo sits 2 seats behind, face blank, wristwatch glinting. He taps the glass once, twice, measuring tension like a referee. The chair signals staff. A screen lights up showing drone footage of scorched streetlights. Murmurs roll through the gallery. Hashtag cards wave, Shaka Grantgate. Obioma grips the desk. His cuff smudges blue ink onto the polished wood, a note he had jotted and forgot to erase. He wipes it with a finger, ink streaking. Time hits 11. Recess bell rings. Cameras kill their red lights. MPs scatter for coffee. Obioma slips through a side exit, jacket over his head against fresh rain. A sedan waits, but he waves it off. He walks 2 blocks to a narrow diner smelling of fried dough. Inside, ceiling fans clack lazily. Talitha Zuri sits at the corner table, toolbox under her feet, mandazi crumbs on a saucer. She lifts the white card. NFC chips busted after last night. Got another? Obioma sits. Phone drowned, card washed. We adapt. He passes a printed badge stamped Solar Pulse visitor. Trial day? She asks. 3 days. Impress the board, you stay. Jet ambles in, hoodie dripping. He eyes Obioma, then Talitha. You sure about him? Talitha nudges a glass toward Jet. Watch the door. Jet scans street traffic, earbuds dangling. He sips lukewarm chai, stays silent. Obioma slides a folded bus map across the table. Labs in West Industrial. Badge scans you past reception. Security is twitchy today. My cousin's idea. Talitha pockets the badge. You trust me that much? I'm late for a crisis. Can't afford doubt. He stands, drops enough cash to cover 3 breakfasts. Bus D7 gets you there. He leaves. Jet whistles low. Big man walks like the ground owes him rent. Talitha finishes the mandazi, wipes fingers on napkin, grabs toolbox. Jet follows outside, then veers toward his stall. Ping me if cops swarm, he says, tapping his cracked phone. The bus coughs smoke, doors wheeze. Talitha hops on, slides past vendors, jamming the aisle. She scans the badge at the turnstile. A beep, green light. Driver pulls away before she finds a seat. She plants her feet, balancing with toolbox. West Industrial smells of ozone and diesel. The Solar Pulse facility rises behind a fence topped with dull razor wire. Guard scans badge, frowns at her clothes, but the reader flashes green. Gate clicks. Inside, clattering noise greets her. 3D printers spit molten string. Drones hover in a mesh cage, pinging off walls. Interns argue over solder heat numbers. A tall girl with safety goggles waves. You the street recruit? I'm Dika. She points to lockers. Gear up, induction video in 20. Talitha stuffs skirt into a boiler suit, pockets wrench. She lingers by a stack of wooden crates labeled Litho Max. A forklift rolls past, depositing another pallet beside them. The new crates read Lit Max, capital M odd. She tilts her head. The barcodes line up, but font weight differs. She squats, scrapes a nail over fresh paint, flakes peel, revealing older lettering. Decca calls, orientation now. Talitha rises, follows down a corridor of humming battery packs. Conference room lights flicker. Nyasha stands near the coffee urn, chatting to 2 auditors. He spots Talitha, offers a diplomatic half-smile, then checks his watch. Presentation begins. Obioma remote dials on screen, can't leave Parliament. Engineers explain solar ambulance modules. Slides jump when the projector hiccups. Talitha counts bolt patterns on a mock chassis, half listening. Lunch break. Talitha drifts back to the loading bay. Forklift engines quiet. She pulls out her phone, 12% battery, scans a Litmax QR code. Page not found. Scans a Lithomax code. Manufacturer site opens instantly. Her thumb hovers over record. She turns video on, slow pan across mismatched crates. Behind her, Nyasha steps from shadow. Looking for something? She pockets phone. Just learning inventory. He nods, genial. Curiosity is good, so is discretion. He taps his watch again. Orientation continues in 5. She walks away, shoulders tense. Mid-afternoon, power browns out. Lights dim, printers pause. A technician curses, checks breakers. Generators kick in after a 10-second gap, enough to stall every workstation. Obioma's face pops on a wall screen, grainy. Audio crackles. System hiccup fixed? Decca yells back, sorting it. Talitha stands near the conference glass. Nyasha at the table slides his phone close to his mouth, voice low. Minister, the demo sells confidence, not batteries. We keep schedule. Talitha raises hers to ear, pretending a call, drifting closer. Nyasha continues. Audit team lands Friday. Swap numbers before they land. She records audio for 6 seconds, then screen winds, storage full. Error box blocks view. She curses under breath, deletes 2 songs, reopens the app, but Nyasha has moved away. 5 p.m., alarm buzzes shift end. Staff pour out, umbrellas popping open. Talitha slips into maintenance stairwell, climbs to mezzanine overlooking the bay. She zooms phone cam on crate labels, clicks 3 photos. Flash accidentally fires, a white burst across dim space. Below, security guard lifts head. Who's there? She ducks, heart hammering. Steps retreat, then stop. Guard radios someone, voice indistinct. Talitha checks exit path, sees a service ladder down the back wall. She slides the phone into sock, descends quietly, toolbox strap grating metal. At ground level, she edges behind stacked pallets, emerges near side door. Swipe panel needs badge. She waves hers, red light. Access revoked, door handle jerks. Nyasha steps through from outside, finishing a call. She freezes. He raises brows. Still here? Printer jam, she replies. He studies her a beat, then reaches past and taps his own badge. Green light. Door unlocks. Finish, then go home. Security logs everything, he says pleasantly, walks off. She exhales, then exits into drizzle. Bus stop packed. Decca hurries up holding 2 helmets. Heading downtown? Hop on my boda, beat the jam. Talitha nods. They weave through traffic, engines whine. Halfway, a police roadblock slows everything. Officers wave flashlights, inspecting helmets, plates, paperwork. One leans toward Talitha. You from Solar Pulse? Show ID. Decca whispers, board crackdown today. Talitha hands visitor badge. Officer scans, screen blinks yellow. He points aside. Secondary queue. Rain thickens again. Decca revs, edges forward anyway. Officer slaps the fender. Decca brakes. Tension spikes. A squad car siren yelps, drawing officers' attention elsewhere. Decca uses the gap, guns the throttle, merges back into flow. Helmet visor fogs as wind roars. They reach city center. Decca drops her near the diner, peels away. Inside, Jet rearranges chargers by a flickering bulb. Talitha enters, pulls the phone from sock, shows him crate photos. He whistles. Label typo, rookie move. Help me upload Anonymous? Jet plugs her phone into a laptop with missing keys. Progress bar crawls at 3%, stalls. Router light blinks red. He slaps it. Nothing. Network quotas reset midnight, he grumbles. Talitha pockets phone again. Electric sign outside flickers, then blackens as neighborhood power cuts. Inside darkness, Jet clicks flashlight on. Battery low. Sirens howl 2 streets away. Talitha grips her toolbox handle. Light bulb pops overhead, glass tinkling onto tables. The diner door swings open, silhouette blocking rain light. A man's voice calls, Zuri? Talitha steps back, eyes adjusting to gloom. The silhouette holds something small and shiny, USB Rhino drive. He steps forward into single working emergency lamp. It's the guard from the loading bay, badge number visible. Boss wants you, now, he says. Talitha reaches for her wrench as the lamp sputters, then dies. Red lights flash as security bundles Talitha into a van. Rain streaks the rear window while the guard rides shotgun, phone glued to ear. Talitha sits between 2 stacked tool crates, wrists free but boxed in. The rhino-shaped drive rests on the dash, blinking blue with each bump. Van gates open at Solar Pulse loading bay. Midnight generators hum. The driver waves her out. Decca waits inside the door, helmet hair flattened. Boss asked for us, she whispers. Obioma steps from a side corridor, jacket off, sleeves rolled. Parliament drags on. We finish inventory tonight. Talitha nods once, rubs damp palms on boiler suit. Jet slips from behind a pillar, hoodie shadowing his face. "Volunteer courier," he says before anyone protests. Obioma tosses Jet a visitor badge. "Stay where cameras can see you." They walk into the warehouse. Fluorescents buzz. Rows of crates tower 5 meters high. Obioma points to a tablet on a cart. "Scan every QR, flag mismatches, quick." Talitha grabs the scanner, hands steady. She starts on Lithomax stack, codes ping green. Jet scrolls through data columns, mumbling serial numbers. Deka marks each row with chalk. 20 minutes in, first red ping blares. Litmax crate. Tablet flashes counterfeit warning. Obioma bends close. "Where did that come from?" "Arrived today," Jet answers, checking log sheet. "Signed by night foreman." Obioma frowns. Foreman's off sick. He opens the crate. Inside, batteries stamped Bright Landing Lateed. Talitha pulls one halfway out, casing thin, terminals dull. She sets her phone to video, capturing every angle. Footsteps echo. Nyasha appears, shirt collar open, tie gone. "Stock check? At this hour?" Obioma lifts a battery. "Explain this." Nyasha's smile barely shifts. "Alternate supplier, same specs, lower price. Our margin thanks you." Talitha zooms camera. Battery slips, clanks onto pallet, she flinches. Nyasha's gaze snaps to her lens. "Delete!" Obioma steps between them. "She's documenting." Nyasha lowers voice. "Family talk, Obi." He angles toward a glass office. "Now." Obioma follows. Door shuts, but their words filter through thin glass. Talitha edges closer, phone recording through gap. Nyasha's tone sharp. "You want scandal clips online?" he says. "Board will shred both of us." Obioma responds, muffled but tense. "We do a full recall, clean." Paper rustles, maybe invoices. Nyasha bangs desk. "I cover payroll, bribes, raw copper prices. Pragmatism, not crime." Talitha's phone memory warning pops. She selects cloud upload. Progress starts slow. Footfalls return outside. A guard rounds corner, spots Jet with chalk. "No visitors this late." Hand on baton. Jet raises badge. "Courier for Mr. Kazim." Guard radios. Static noises fill hall. He stays. Inside, office voices rise. Obioma. "Return funds. Announce switch." Nyasha. "Too late. Minister needs glam demo tomorrow." Glass rattles as Nyasha slams fist. Documents scatter. Talitha steps back, bumps a wrench lying on cart. It clatters across concrete. Office conversation halts. Door swings open. Nyasha stares at her, eyes on glowing phone screen. "Recording, are we?" he asks quietly. Talitha pockets phone. "Inventory log." He extends hand. "Device." Obioma moves beside him. Nyasha, "Don't." Nyasha snaps fingers. 2 guards appear from corridor. Their boots squeak on damp floor. Talitha's shoulders tense. Jet whispers, "Plan?" She edges toward forklift, box stacks shielding her. Guards split up. One circles left. Obioma raises both palms. "Stand down, everyone." Nyasha waves him off. "Security protocol." He gestures to guards. "Retrieve the footage." Deka slides between crates, pulls a breaker lever. Warehouse lights die, plunging space into dim generator glow. Guards swear, eyes adjusting. Talitha darts under forklift arms, crawls to service ladder. Jet distracts the nearest guard, complaining about lost charger shipments. Talitha climbs ladder 2 rungs at a time, reaches mezzanine. Emergency lamps cast red pools. She ducks into network room, metal door propped by mop. Server racks hum. She yanks Ethernet cable from wall, plugs into phone via adapter. Upload resumes at 40%, jumps to 60. Data light flickers. Footsteps pound steel stairs. She looks up. Nyasha himself ascends. Flashlight beam slicing red gloom. 70%. Phone battery at 8. Nyasha arrives at doorway, silhouette filling frame. "End of game, mechanic." He strides forward. Talitha backs to rack, holds a coil of Cat 6 like a whip. Below, Obioma argues with guards. Decca restarts lights. Fluorescents flicker to life, revealing mess of scattered crates. 85%. Nyasha reaches and grabs the phone. Talitha jerks cable. Connector snaps. Upload freezes at 87. He pockets phone. Board meeting at dawn. Your clip won't make it. Obioma appears behind him out of breath. Stop, Nyasha. Nyasha turns. Family means shielding stupidity. He shoves Obioma aside. Obioma stumbles into a rolling chair, wheels shoot out, he lands hard, breath knocked. Talitha snatches a backup phone from shelf, thrusts Rhino USB into port, copies server footage, transfer bar crawls. Nyasha notices, lunges. She swings coil, catches his wrist. Flashlight drops, beam spins wildly. Nyasha tears free, backhands cable spool across room. It tangles in cooling fans. Alarms beep. Transfer hits 19% then error. USB ejected unsafely. File corrupt. Nyasha grabs Talitha's collar. Warehouse accident can happen. Obioma rises, pulls Nyasha's shoulder. Let go. Nyasha shrugs him off. Sudden clang below. Forklift engine roars. Jet sits in driver's seat, lifts pallet of counterfeit batteries, tilts forks. He yells, heads up. Nyasha releases Talitha, dashes to rail. Forklift tilts cargo, boxes crash onto floor, batteries spilling like bricks. Acid smell wafts, fire alarm shrieks. Sprinklers deploy, icy water raining through facility. Guards scatter, wiping faces. Nyasha curses, phone slips from his pocket onto grate. Talitha dives, scoops it while water floods. She sprints down opposite stairs, shoes skidding. Obioma follows. Outside side door, rain joins sprinkler spray. Talitha hands phone to Obioma. Video intact inside gallery. He pockets it, nods. Jet rushes out, soaked hoodie sagging. Decca emerges last, coughing. Smoke starts from damaged battery casings inside warehouse. Alarm strobe paints parking lot red. Obioma keys remote, SUV unlocks. Everyone in. Decca hesitates. Cameras saw us wreck the place. Obioma shakes head. Fire suppressant logs prove battery defect. He ushers her inside. Talitha climbs in passenger seat, water pooling on mat. Jet dives into rear, still gripping forklift keys like trophies. Obioma spins car, tires squeal on wet pavement. Facility gates open sluggishly. They shoot onto highway, hazard lights flicking. Talitha plugs phone into dashboard charger. Screen lights, upload client resumes autosync via mobile data. Progress climbs past 90-95. Connection dies. No bars. They pass under overpass where signal always fails. Talitha exhales sharp. Obioma merges onto main road. Phone buzzes with incoming message from unknown number. He taps speaker. Nyasha's voice crackles. The girl saw too much. Accident at stadium. You've been warned. Call ends. Talitha stares ahead, wipers thrashing. City lights glow distant orange. Stadium floodlights loom against cloud cover like watchful eyes. Stadium speakers squeal as smoke billows from the solar ambulance. Morning drizzle coats the National Stadium's synthetic track. Vendors hustle plastic ponchos. Drones buzz overhead, streaming shaky feed to millions. Floodlights fight gray clouds. Minister Makori Ngetich steps onto the platform, rhino-shaped thumb drive dangling from his keyring. He lifts both arms. Applause trickles, polite, thin. Behind the stage, a row of prototype ambulances gleams white and lime. Each side panel boasts powered by solar pulse in bold blue. Talitha Zuri stands among tech crews, boiler suit zipped, badge replaced with temporary tape tag reading junior mechanic. She checks the rear ambulance ventilation slit. A hiss, faint but sour, reaches her ears. Obioma Kazim paces near the VIP tunnel, phone glued to ear arguing with board members who want last-second postponement. He glances at Talitha, nose twitches with worry. Kafala Shomu streams from the bleachers, selfie stick waving. Shomuscope live, fam. Drop emojis if the minister actually answers questions. McCory begins. Today we prove green tech saves lives. Microphone pops. He smiles through feedback. Drones dip low for close-ups. Feed momentarily freezes, pixelates, resumes. Talitha smells stronger ozone. She opens the service hatch with a flat driver, pretends routine inspection. Inside, counterfeit battery casing bulges, surface beads moisture. Deka sidles up, whispering, "Heat spike on telemetry, Unit 3. She thrusts a tablet showing red bars topping limit. Connection flickers. Bars vanish. Talitha motions Obioma. He jogs over, suit jacket flapping. Battery recall parts arrive tomorrow, he mutters. Tomorrow is late, Talitha snaps, wrench already turning. McCory gestures to a remote. A giant LED timer begins countdown, 60 seconds to showcase solar charge to drive launch. Crowd cheers, unsure why, but loving the countdown. Jet watches from cheap seats, ready with burner phone. Rain dots his screen. Talitha unscrews final bolt. Battery strains against clamps. Countdown hits 40. She yells to Deka, "Kill main bus." Deka taps tablet icon. Nothing. Network wheel spins. Nyasha Chingozo emerges from tunnel, raincoat over tailored suit, whispering into lapel mic. Two aides nod, carry silver briefcase toward ambulance row. Talitha pulls gloves tighter. Manual disconnect. She jams insulated pliers across terminals. Spark shower pops, startling nearby cameraman. McCory's timer hits 30. He calls, "Engineers, clear zone for ignition." Crowd applauds louder. Brass band readies riff. Talitha grunts, lifts battery half out. Hot case scorches glove, smoke wisps. She shouts, "Live wire, back away." Her voice lost in band warm-up. Kafala zooms lens. Chat explodes. What's she holding? Timer 20. Obioma runs to McCory, tries muting mic. McCory shrugs him off, points at cameras. Talitha drags battery clear, drops it into sand barrel placed for fire drills. Sand hisses, tiny flare dies. She flips casing to reveal QR sticker, fonts crooked. Kafala's stream catches sticker tight. She yells, "That code's fake, look." Drones swivel toward barrel. Feed flickers, steadies on QR close-up. Online viewers screenshot instantly. McCory frowns, whispers to aide. Timer pauses at 15, glitch, resumes. Crowd begins murmuring. Hashtag Dolo battery gate scrolls across stadium scoreboard. Someone hijacks display feed. Obioma grabs stadium mic. Stop launch. Safety breach. McCory reaches for same mic, tug of war. Sound squeals. Speakers cut out entirely. Confusion swells. Talitha climbs onto ambulance bumper, waves arms. Units unsafe, clear area. She gestures workers back. Security supervisor hesitates, then blows whistle. Guards usher VIPs sideways. Some resist, heels slipping on rain-slick track. Nyasha motions his aides. They turn toward service tunnel, briefcase secured. Jet spots them leaving, speed dials Talitha. Signal weak, call fails. Kafala keeps streaming. Chat surges. Fire them now. Meme time. Timer hits 0, but ignition command never sends. LED freezes blank. McCory turns fury on tech crew. Who sabotaged my demo? He yanks Rhino drive from keyring, tosses to aide. Load backup on stage screen. Aide runs, slides on wet turf, drive skitters away. Jet snatches it mid-slide, pockets, blends into crowd. Within ambulance row, automated cooling fans stutter, then stop. Another battery hums ominously. Deka bashes emergency off switch, sparks fly. Talitha's gloves smoke slightly. She rips QR label from burnt battery, scans with phone. No data. She scans a genuine spare, manufacturer page loads. She holds both screens toward a news drone. Drone camera zooms, feed returns split image, real versus fake. Even nosebleed seats see difference. Roar builds, booing echoes. Plastic seats shake. McCory signals security to calm spectators, but chants rise. Arrest them. Arrest them. Obioma stands beside Talitha on bumper, soaked suit clinging. He raises both hands. Microphone still dead, yet gesture calms some. Stadium PA crackles back. Obioma's voice projects. Recall begins now, lives first, politics later. Applause from technical crew, scattered cheers. McCory shouts off mic, face red. He storms toward tunnel, raincoat flapping. Nyasha already halfway down corridor. He calls someone, voice tense. Jet follows at distance, filming on low light. Talitha jumps down, knees jar. Deka helps stack spare batteries for inspection. Fire wardens arrive with thermal camera, confirm no further hotspots. Kafala's subscriber count ticks upward in banner on her stream, viewers spamming rhino emojis. Police officers stationed for crowd control step toward McCory. He flashes ministerial badge, continues walking. Officers exchange looks, follow anyway. Obioma approaches Talitha, breath ragged. You saved the show from becoming a funeral. She shrugs, wipes soot on suit sleeve accidentally. Obioma half laughs. Overhead scoreboard flickers to emergency broadcast feed. Parliament announces special hearing tonight on counterfeit equipment. Public invited to submit footage. Kafala waves drone closer. Mind giving a statement? Talitha shakes head, steps away. Jet reappears, handing Rhino Drive to Talitha. Souvenir. She pockets it beside burnt QR sticker. Stadium lights falter, backup generators hum. Crowd slowly exits, grumbling, filming everything. Ambulance row now cordoned with yellow tape. Decalogue serials, medics stand idle wondering if they ever roll today. Far end of tunnel, Nyasha slips through maintenance door. Jet's phone captures last frame before connection drops. Storage full again. McCory reaches tunnel mouth, finds police blocking. Quick phone call, a black sedan screeches curbside outside stadium compound. Officers debate jurisdiction. Rain returns, heavier. Obioma gathers crew and staff locker room. Upload what you have. The more eyes, the safer we are. Water drips from ceiling, coating his tablet. Talitha fishes Rhino Drive, plugs into wall console. File directory opens, ledger spreadsheets, payment slips, names including Bright Landing and Minister's Private Charity. Obioma whistles low, console beeps, copy begins to cloud archive but bar inches slowly. Stadium Wi-Fi overloaded. Outside, siren whoops, security radios chatter. Minister exiting gate 3, VIP escort. Obioma shows bar at 10%. Time's thin. Talitha ejects drive, tucks it. We move. She grabs her toolbox, nods to Deka. They push through service corridor into dim parking bay. A lone guard sits dazed, earphones in. He ignores them. Jet calls from balcony above. Nyasha ran for the players' tunnel emergency exit. 2 guards with him. Obioma points Jet down. Cut him off? Jet smirks, unlatches stairgate, descends rail slide style. Talitha heads left toward tunnel. Obioma follows, slipping on wet concrete, steadying against wall. Floodlights snap off, plunging bay into gloom again. They round corner. Nyasha and guards 40 meters ahead, moving fast. Exit door alarm rings open. Talitha sprints, toolbox banging knee. Guard hears, spins, raises baton. She skids behind pillar. Obioma flanks opposite side. Nyasha shouts, delay them. He exits onto service road where sedan idles. Guard swings baton at Obioma. Obioma ducks, countergrabs wrist. Baton clatters. Talitha whips spanner against other guard's shin. Guard yelps, stumbles. Nyasha slips into sedan, door closing. Jet emerges from shadows, rolls in front of car on skateboard he borrowed from Fan. Driver slams brakes, skateboard cracks but stop holds. Talitha reaches sedan door, yanks handle, locked. Nyasha stares, phone to ear, panicked words muffled by glass. Police sirens grow louder outside gates. Sedan reverses hard, bumper taps Jet's knee. He hops aside. Behind, Obioma and guards wrestle. Baton skitters across asphalt, sparks. Talitha picks it up, smacks sedan headlight. Glass shatters. Nyasha recoils. Sirens echo closer. Stadium gate lights blue and red. Driver jolts forward anyway. Car lurches around Jet, clipping Baton from her grip. Vehicle gains speed toward back exit. Jet limps to Talitha. He's gone. Obioma joins, shirt torn, breathing heavy. Not far, plates on every camera. Talitha lifts Rhino Drive. Proof rides with us. Stadium speakers boom. All attendees evacuate. Severe weather inbound. Thunder cracks overhead. New curtain of rain sweeping stands. Talitha pockets drive and QR sticker, eyes on disappearing sedan taillights. She turns to Obioma. One more fuse to pull, yeah? He nods, drenched hair plastered. They jog toward auxiliary gate, sirens howling, rain hammering steel roofs, pursuit just beginning. Police ram a metal door and flood the church storeroom with torchlight. Nyasha Chingozo kneels by stacked hymnals, wristwatch ticking loud in dawn hush. Handcuffs click, wrists pulled back. Officers shove him toward vans already loaded with seized bright landing ledgers. Across town, Minister Makori Ningatich surrenders at Airport Gate 7. Cameras flash while he adjusts safari suit, mumbling about misunderstanding. Aviation police walk him past stunned tourists. Talitha Zuri sits in a cramped cyber cafe, watching both feeds buffer on laggy monitors. Jet taps refresh, curses slow routers, swaps to hotspot. Signal holds just long enough to see Nyasha pushed into a cage truck, sock colors mismatched for once. Obioma Kazim enters, fresh from an all-night legal huddle. Dark circles under eyes, tie missing. He drops a sealed envelope on keyboard. Audit committee wants raw data. Your drive saved us. Talitha wipes greasy thumb on boiler suit, hands him Rhino USB and QR sticker in plastic sleeve. He pockets them, nods. Board meeting starts in 30. We go. They cram into Obioma's SUV, interior still smelling of burnt fuse. Traffic heavy, protest placards bob outside Parliament gates. Hashtags sprawl on cardboard. GUS battery gate chalk your street mechanic. Security waves them through side entrance. Inside, board members huddle around long oak table. Livestream phones prop against water pitchers. Chairwoman Masomi clears throat. Evidence reviewed, Chingozo terminated. Fund frozen pending audit, she states. Obioma stands. I accept oversight. Recall program begins by noon. Gray-haired director raises hand. Kazim, public trust vaporized. We suspend you 6 months. Obioma stiffens, then nods once. He steps back. Masomi turns to Talitha. Video shows you identified failure first. Proposal, interim technical lead for recall unit. Pen scratch. Vote passes 5-1. Talitha's hands tremble. She grips toolbox to steady. Board secretary slides badge marked project lead. She pins it crooked, barely noticing flashbulbs through window. Jet fist bumps her quietly. Meeting adjourns. Phones ping nonstop. Some messages supportive, others mocking a teenager in charge. She pockets badge, moves on. Next stop, press tent outside. Reporters shout. Kafala Shomu streams live, mic wobbling. Obioma steps to podium beside Talitha. Solar Pulse will replace every faulty battery within 60 days. Lead engineer Zuri oversees field teams. Questions fly. Isn't she homeless? What about Makori's claims of sabotage? Where is the replacement funding? Talitha answers first. We pull bad units today. People deserve safe tech. She turns away before follow-ups. Rain starts again, steady. Jet jogs to nearby stall, buys 3 umbrella caps. Returns with only 2. Vendor hiked price mid-deal. Typical. Afternoon grinds through paperwork. Talitha signs forms she barely reads, initials next to serial logs. Government clerk misplaces one folder, they redo pages. Printer jams twice, toner low. Deka organizes dispatch crew, loading genuine Lithomax bricks into retrofitted delivery vans. One van's taillight fails test. Talitha crawls under, swaps bulb with spare. Social feeds show mixed reception. Some donors pledging parts, others calling stunt. A meme of Talitha wielding spanner-like lightsaber trends at top 8. Evening sets. Temporary workshop opens inside abandoned bus garage near Kyoko Borough. Fluorescents hum, concrete still stained with oil ghosts from old coaches. 15 young tinkerers arrive clutching beat-up tool rolls. Talitha greets each, assigns benches. She keeps movements brisk, voice low. Obioma walks the perimeter with external auditor, both signing off inventory cages. He hands Talitha an envelope. Inside, first stipend voucher, modest but real. She folds it, slides into sock. Rent later, she mutters. Jet wheels and carts of bottled water and mandazi. Grand opening catering, he jokes. Kids laugh, tension easing. Kafala pops up, phone recording. Street Mechanic Fellowship Live, say hi, Internet. The crew cheers awkwardly. Generator hiccups, lights dim. Talitha taps voltage meter, adjusts fuel valve. Glow steadies. Auditor nods approval. Functional start, he says, scribbling. Obioma checks watch. Board wants hourly recall stats. He heads to makeshift office, leaving Talitha in charge. She circles benches, correcting grip, tightening torque, sharing counting trick. 1,000, 2 1,000. New recruits mimic, giggle at rhythm, keep turning bolts. Police siren fades down main road, unrelated traffic. She barely notices. Late night rain pounds sheet metal roof. Water runs across floor toward drain, carries tiny flecks of solder. Talitha sets sandbag to divert, then wipes hands on rag. Jet sits on crate, knee still bruised from skateboard stop. He lifts phone, shows live ticker. Nyasha and Makori denied bail, hearing set next week. Crowd reaction emoji stream endless thumbs up. Obioma emerges, jacket on arm. I'm off grid a while, oversight panel rules. He offers fist to Talitha. She bumps lightly. Keep trucks rolling, he says. Torque and truth, she replies. He smiles, exits into rain, unknown future. Talitha sighs, scans workshop. Kids solder calmly, sparks popping. She checks watch, really Nyasha's watch she rescued earlier and plans to pawn for parts. Midnight whistle from generator alarms, fuel low. She signals 2 recruits, together refill with measured splash, lights hold. She walks outside, rain now sprinkle, city skyline hums, one tower dark where counterfeit batteries removed earlier. A bus rolls past with new advert, battery recall hotline, Talitha's fellowship number underneath. She smirks, shakes head. Jet joins holding last mandazi. He splits it uneven, larger half to her. They chew in silence. Across street, her old bus shelter drips rain onto empty bench. She eyes crate-filled garage behind her, tools clanging, kids laughing. She shoulders toolbox, steps back inside. Overhead radio crackles. Powering tomorrow maintenance bulletin 12. She reaches, lowers volume, returns to station. Wrench in hand, she guides a rookie tightening clamp. Outside neon sign flickers, then steadies bright blue. One recruit yells, "We just logged our 20th safe swap." Talitha lifts grease-stained thumb. 80 more before sunrise. Jet checks phone, camera pointed at her. Stream ending? She shakes head. Stream just starting. He grins, taps upload. A lone thunder roll fades, city settles. Talitha adjusts goggles, sparks arc bright, work resumes without fuss. One engine fixed, 100 to go, who's watching now?